Red Panda, what's up, dude? Ugh. Hmm. Ugh. Yep, I've seen that Kenny KO is an anti-Semite. Um, it's he's just grifting. I don't even think he hates Jews that much. I think he just knows that there's a market for anti-Semitism and he's just capitalizing on it. Hopefully it doesn't work out for him in the long run. But yeah, Kenny's a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit. Yeah, I know Chase got booted off YouTube. It was due to his peptide website. It's pretty retarded. Oh. Yeah, I was talking to him last night. I figured if it was for anything, it would be related to that. Oh. My quads are feeling really tight. Oh. Do you think naturally high T can lead to back pimples just like injections can? There's a lot of different factors that will trigger acne. A lot. It's usually not testosterone itself that has anything to do with acne. It's conversion of testosterone into estrogen and DHT. Those two hormones have more to do with acne. IGF-1 also is related to acne. Your diet has a lot to do with acne. Stress can also trigger acne. Hormonal fluctuations. Also, chances are if you have acne, it's not just because you have high testosterone or anything. I've been meeting rescue cats today. That's cool. When's the video on Revival Fitness dropping? That's going to be a little later. First, like, worst of the fitness industry video I want to do is going to be on turkesterone. And I already know the kind of, like, you know, for the skits I'm going to do, I already have the skits planned out. What kind of steroids do you think professional fighters take?
I'm starting to get back into training again and I'm still confused about failure. Are we supposed to avoid failure or reach failure every set to get big and stronger?
For hypertrophy, you want to train either near or to failure. For strength, you want to avoid training to failure. For strength adaptation specifically, you definitely want to make sure that you have at least 2 reps in reserve, if not 3. You want the majority of the volume to be at a very high power production. But for hypertrophy, it's pretty clear that training very closer to failure, so like within like 1 rep shy of failure, is ideal. There are some other considerations like how well you can recover from that kind of training. So you might want to make adjustments based on like your ability to actually recover. But generally speaking, yeah, training closer to failure is better for muscle growth, but it's not better for strength. Thanks for the donation, Ivory. MMA fighters very likely rely on orals or other short-acting drugs. So like testosterone propionate, what's it called? Anavar, Trinabol, Anadrol. So just short-acting drugs. Ugh. Yeah, so steroids that have a shorter half-life that clear from your system faster, that's generally what they're on. Just so that they can get by drug testing. Back in the Pride days, it was a bit different. Pride didn't have any drug testing at all. What you'll find is a lot of these dudes have no fucking idea what they're taking or why they're taking it. Like, especially back then, like, you couldn't just order steroids online like you can now. So they would basically just take whatever drugs they could get from a dealer. Mark Kerr talked about some of the steroids he took back in the day when he was fighting. I know he was on Boldenone, which is what I'm on right now. But they were basically just taking whatever they could get a hold of. Yeah, I get the flu shot each year. Is your current cycle public? I haven't made a post about it on Instagram. I'll probably do that later today just to keep people updated. But right now I'm taking 50 milligrams testosterone and enthate, 30 milligrams boldenone, and 5 I use growth hormone per day. Can you set up a dono goal where you have to dress up for Halloween? I don't know. How to get wide clavicles. Choose the right parents. There's nothing you can do to change the shape of your bones. Why did you swap to an enthate? Two basic reasons. One was to just see if it worked differently, basically. There's some evidence that like people metabolize an enthate better and you just have more consistent release of the hormone. And some people just subjectively report feeling better. I'll say this, with an enthate, my libido is higher, noticeably higher. And it's not just because of the higher dose. I was on the same dose of an enthate, and when I switched over, I noticed my libido increased. And it's also cheaper. It's dosed at 250 milligrams per mil, whereas Cypionate's dosed at 200 per mil. So for the same price per vial, you're getting a fair bit more of the actual drug, so that's also kind of a motivation. What's the maximum number of times you can bench 225? I have no idea. I don't really do those sort of as many reps as I can with a lighter weight sort of thing. It probably would be like surprisingly low. I'm really, really bad at doing very high rep sets. I keep forgetting to get a space heater. It's actually getting pretty cold down here. Is there a big difference between 7 times a week and 3 to 4 times a week? You mean with injections? The biggest difference is just going to be side effects. The more frequently you inject, the less likelihood you're going to have side effects. Oh. Ooh. I am feeling strong. Cut my hand open on the weight plate, had a nick of metal. That sucks. I remember one time I was working with some like old rusty dumbbells.
I saw your 405 bench PR when you were bulked. Did your bench strength drop a lot on your cut? I am on a cut right now, and all my pressing movements are plummeting, even when I carb cycle.
Well, I had tendon strains, like pretty bad tendon strains, after I did that 410 bench. So I couldn't really bench after. So I don't know how much the diet directly impacted my pressing strength, because I was lifting extremely light weights after I did that 410 bench, just to let my tendons recover. But thanks for the donation, John. Oh. Do you think 5-second pauses assist your touch and go bench? No, that sounds excessive. I don't think there's any benefit whatsoever to doing touch and go bench. Using a pause does not make it harder to bench. It's just a skill issue. So if you just get used to pause benching, I've actually found that it's easier to pause bench versus touch and go, especially if you're doing higher reps. That little pause at the bottom, it prevents you from getting like a crazy sickening pump, and you tend to have more endurance. So I would say like just pause bench. There's no reason to do touch and go. You're also more likely to get injured with touch and go. Calves looking noticeably bigger. Well, thanks. Do decline benches improve your bench the most, since the lower chest is the main mover? Of any of the pressing variations, it'd probably have the most carryover. I haven't done decline press in a long ass time. I know Dorian Yates was a big fan of decline pressing, but I found it's just more dangerous. I'm not going to wear a do-rag. How are you going to maintain your gains when you come off your cycle? Why would I come off steroids completely? It's just a stupid question. Should I be concerned over the amount of lead and protein powder if I eat it daily? It depends on how much lead is in it. There's going to be a certain amount of lead in, like, a lot of food, so... All right, 300.
Your arms have gotten massive. Have you been constantly hitting new PRs since you geared up, and how has it impacted your endurance? Can you work out with higher intensity for longer periods now?
Easy. Fucking lightweight. That move's super easy. That is feeling light as fuck, dude. Like I'm not even lifting anything. Alright, sorry. I missed the dono. I'll just play it again.
Your arms have gotten massive. Have you been constantly hitting new PRs since you geared up, and how has it impacted your endurance? Can you work out with higher intensity for longer periods now?
Well, thank you. Steroids are great for work capacity, muscular endurance, and cardiovascular endurance. I've noticed it's way easier to do higher rep sets. Muscular endurance is just way fucking higher. And yeah, your work capacity overall increases massively. Like you've seen some of my workout streams. Like I think one time I was training for like 4 hours straight. I just don't get tired. And now after the workout, I have to take a big long nap. But yeah, when I'm training, I just don't get tired anymore. Thanks for the donation though, BB. That was 9 reps of 300. So we're getting close to my all-time PR. My all-time PR was 315 for 9. So in a few more weeks, we're gonna blow past that. And at a lower body weight. Right now I weigh 220. Let me see. There's some people asking good questions in chat that aren't stupid. Let me try and take a look. Do you find keeping your head pressed down on the pad makes bench more stable? I used to lift my head, but it was wobbly. Yeah. You should keep your head pressed down into the pad. It does help with stability. Should people max out their natty gains before going on steroids? Depends on what you mean by maxing out your natty gains. So your average man is going to be able to achieve their peak muscularity at around age 40. Some people, it's around age 45. Some people, it's closer to age 35. But the average is about age 40. So if you're talking about peaking out your natural gains, you'd have to wait until you're 40 years old. So if you have any interest in pursuing competitive athletics, that's obviously way too long to wait. Way too long to wait. For your average, like gym bro who just wants to, like take training seriously, but they're not like a competitive athlete. You just want to, you want to look as good as you can, basically. I would say you should probably just try to hit some like good strength numbers, like at least learn how to bench 315 naturally if you can. Um, Not everyone's going to be able to do that naturally, but if you can try to hit 315 naturally at least, like by that point, you've learned how to train and how to like push past plateaus, and you kind of know what sort of training works for you. You know how to diet and eat properly. I wouldn't say it's particularly important to peak out your natural gains because again, you'd have to wait till you're about 40. But you should at least know how to train properly. Um, as far as like people who are actually competitive athletes, so whether you're doing drug tested or untested sports, so powerlifting, strongman, bodybuilding, untested competitions, jiu-jitsu is untested. There's the enhanced games now. So there's actually a lot of sports that have untested federations at this point. Like if you're like a teenage kid and you know you want to pursue these things, I would say at least wait until you've reached your full adult height. Because like there is concern, especially with steroids that aromatize, that you're going to end up stunting your growth. So at the very least, wait until you've reached your adult height. And then after, it's kind of up to you. Um, I think people overblow, you know, this thing that, oh, people this young shouldn't be taking steroids. Like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend somebody in their late teens or early 20s take steroids. Because like at that age, you're not very smart or wise, and just because of your mental state and maturity, you're going to be more prone to like abusing these drugs or not know what you're doing. But as far as like assuming best case scenario where you're using safe use practices, I don't see any reason why, assuming you've reached your full adult height, why these drugs would be any more harmful for you versus an adult. If anything, they'd be safer because your body is like kind of more robust and stronger and resilient, and you have a better ability to kind of heal and compensate, you know, from some of the negative effects of the drugs. And I mean, you can look at Olympic athletes, they're all on steroids. Guess what? All these people in the Olympics, a lot of them are teenagers or very young, like in their early 20s. And they're all on steroids. Are they like dropping dead or anything? No. Taking HGH young will make you taller. No, it won't. So the dose of HGH you'd need to take to increase your height, you know, before your growth plates fuse, no teenage kid would ever be able to afford it. I think the starting dose is like 20 IUs per day. So if you're getting it through an underground lab, you're looking at least like 2,000 a month. Like, is a 16-year-old kid going to be able to afford $2,000 a month in growth hormone? You need extraordinarily high doses. And you probably wouldn't even be able to tolerate doses that high. Ugh. Is the percentage of vegans declining in the US? I have no idea. No clue. Is it safe to do 6 reps on a single Valsalva inhale? It's kind of a lot of reps for just one single breath. Yeah, Mike O'Hearn's been... I don't think he's been taking gear for 5 decades. He's... What is he, 56 or 58 or something? He's old. I think he started using in his 20s. So probably about 3 decades. But yeah, he looks great. I don't take my ass off the bench. I only lift my butt off to unrack. What kind of plates are they? They're cast iron and they're coated. So just coated cast iron. Yeah, Face IQ's an idiot. It's he's just getting popular in the incel black pill loser community. It's just a lot of gay loser kids. Is the percentage of retards increasing in the US? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Jeff Nippard made a new video on volume. Is the whole volume thing individual? I do well with 12 weekly sets per muscle and recover well with it. Is it something to worry about later? Volume is highly individual. So certain people can handle higher training volumes and benefit from it, others can't. So if you find that you get really good gains with minimal injury risk at a certain volume, just keep it there. You know, PNN, Palestine News Network, they are the biggest pieces of shit on YouTube, go around causing drama. I don't even fucking bother dealing with any of these pro-Palestine fucktards anymore. They're just a waste of time. Complete waste of time. Like, they're not living in reality. You might as well just debate a flat earther. Oh. Yes. You can get an IFBB Pro card if you admit to using gear. Literally every pro these days talks about what they're using. Literally every single one of them. I don't think there's, like, actually any who don't. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna try to beat Battletoads soon, don't worry. That's why I hopped on gear. So I can beat Battletoads finally. Yes, roids are vegan. They're made out of sweet potatoes and soybeans. Last I checked, those are vegan.
Stockfish that is so meased up Swedish grandpas doing pro-Palestine parades, what the fuck?
They're paid. Yeah, whenever you see
Come from all the great. I want come. Because I'm queer. Are you more cummy now? More cummy now? Does the gear make you more come? Serious question, is your sex drive higher? LLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLLCC 7777777777.
Yeah, my sex drive is higher. When I first hopped on, it was unbearably high. Like, just horrendous. But my libido's only, like, a bit higher now. Like, maybe about 30% higher. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, whenever you see old people at those pro-Palestine protests, they're paid. They just find a bunch of dumb fucks on Facebook, and they offer them money, and it's a lot of retirees because they don't have a job. So they have the time to actually go to these protests on weekdays, and they're also probably desperate for cash because their pensions are fucking garbage. I increase the weight by 5 pounds each week. So, assuming everything goes to plan, in about 3 more weeks, I'll be benching 315. How did you get to 30%? You count the amount of times you jerked off. It's just an estimate, dude. It's like roughly 30%. Mild increase. Ugh. Chef Pissening Apple Cider donated $2. Rather be 700 pounds ripped or have Jeff Nippard's body. I guess 700 pounds ripped. Is incline necessary? I farted. Not exactly. You do get upper chest stimulation from doing flat, but it's probably good just for variation and shit. I think it can be a safer pressing variation depending on how you do it.
Stockfish. So you were on your mountain bike on Stockholm and stumbled on a big Palestinian parade with old Swedish people protesting Israel. In your country where you felt Islamists on your skin. My god, that's even more fucked up.
Yes, thanks for the donation, Dodo. There we are. Turbo Manlet donated $2. The Bioneer is still arguing in the comment section of his latest video that steroids don't make you stronger. And will kill you at 40. Well, I guess Mike O'Hearn is a medical miracle. Because he's almost 60 now, and he looks younger than the Bioneer. like what's funny is The Bioneer, his face looks fucked. Like, he looks like he survived polio or something, or smallpox. Like, he has some of the roughest fucking old leathery skin I've ever fucking seen. Like, I know he's from the UK, but still. And then you've got Mike O'Hearn, who's been using steroids since he was in his 20s. And his skin is, like, immaculate. He has, like, the skin that you'd see on, a 20-year-old who's never had acne. But steroids don't make you stronger. Please explain what's going on with me then. Like this guy should coach Olympic athletes. Somebody has to tell these Olympic athletes who are all using steroids, hey, the steroids are making you worse at sports. Listen to this fucking, like, 5 foot tall manlet who can't lift shit and has never done competitive sports in his life. He's probably the biggest natty retard purist alongside natural hypertrophy. Hopefully you can debate him one day. He's never going to debate me. That guy's a fucking idiot. I made a video about him. Everything he said was just so fucking retarded. I remember in the video he said, why doesn't the military use steroids? They do. Just about everyone in special forces is on gear. They're all on steroids. Like, it's just so retarded. And I pointed out, would you rather fight Alistair Overeem when he was 205 before he started taking steroids? Or would you rather fight him when he was 260 when he was blasting gear? It's fucking retarded.
Boy, what is it with all these Islamists in European countries like Sweden or England, VG?
All these dumbass countries keep letting him in. So, thanks for the donation though, Dodo. Yeah, the Bioneer is completely and utterly fucking brain dead. He's genuinely one of the stupidest people I've ever fucking come across on YouTube. He was stronger at 260. Guess what? If you gain about 60 pounds of pure muscle mass, you're stronger. What are you, fucking retarded? Is Sam Sulek taking too much steroids? His skin is bad. Well, I don't know how much the steroids are really contributing to his skin issues because it seems diet related. He eats like a retarded toddler. Let's see. Yeah, he eats like a complete idiot. His skin was clear when he was dieting for his bodybuilding show, and then immediately after, when he started eating junk food, he started breaking out like crazy again. So I think it's from all the sugar and dairy he's consuming. And I have no idea how much steroids he's taking. Like, no fucking clue whatsoever. So I don't even know if he's on particularly high doses. If I had to guess, he's probably on at least a gram of gear. If I had to guess, but who knows? It could be much higher, could be a little lower. I'd be surprised if it was much less than a gram, though. I could see him getting away with maybe like 800 grams total. What do my farts smell like? I think they smell like farts. Yeah, I think I could overtake Sulik. I'd be pretty satisfied with at least just being able to get bigger and stronger than Sam Sulik. Turbo Manlet donated $2. The worst was his blatant misinformation, too. He made a blanket statement that all steroids decrease collagen production. You don't even realize how wrong he is. So there's this myth that testosterone decreases collagen production. It's not that simple. What happens is it prioritizes the production of a certain type of collagen. And that's why men, they have tighter tendons. So when you compare the amount of force required to stretch a tendon between a man and a woman, it requires more force to stretch a man's tendon 1 inch compared to a woman's. It's because testosterone causes the production of a certain type of collagen. So all steroids, they modulate collagen production, and they might prioritize the production of certain collagens over others, but they don't just blanketly reduce collagen production. Yet Anavar was FDA approved for accelerating wound healing in burn victims. Even just basic testosterone upregulates collagen. Well, yeah, testosterone's a pro-hormone to estrogen, and estrogen upregulates collagen production. Anavar upregulates collagen production. Primobolan upregulates collagen production. Boldenone massively upregulates collagen production by over 300%. And human growth hormone, which isn't technically a steroid, that upregulates collagen production. He has no fucking idea what he's talking about. The reason I added boldenone into my PEDs is for the collagen production benefits. Because I've had really severe tendon issues from the fucking antibiotics I was on. So Bioneer's a complete fucking idiot. Like, just no fucking clue what he's talking about. Just a degenerate, lying idiot who just makes shit up. Can't stand that fucking guy. It's always the short fucking people who do this shit, eh?
If you want to extend your life expectancy, could you say that a plant-based diet rich in whole foods and low in saturated fat is just as important as living an active lifestyle?
You could argue it's even more important. There is reason to believe that it could actually be more important. But yeah, that would be the best dietary pattern. Thanks for the donation, BB. Do collagen supplements do much? I don't think they do anything at all. I'll talk a little bit about it after I do the set. Oh man, I hate how fucking sharp. The stupid collars are pointed and they dig into my skin. Yeah, so there's not really any logical reason to believe collagen supplements upregulate collagen synthesis. Because of the way your body metabolizes nutrients, right? So if you eat collagen proteins, they get broken down into amino acids and then they get reassembled. So if your body has a demand for collagen synthesis due to weight training, whether you eat collagen or not, it's not going to increase collagen production. On top of that, the only research showing any benefit to collagen supplements is all industry funded. When you look at non-industry funded studies, they don't find any benefit. And also, when it comes to protein intake and collagen production, the biggest factor seems to be total protein intake and branched chain amino acid consumption, particularly leucine. So, the most effective way, dietarily speaking, to maximize collagen production is to eat the highest protein intake possible, with special attention into like consuming as much leucine as you can. So like focusing on high quality protein sources like soy, and adding in things like nutritional yeast, which is high in leucine, that would seem to be more beneficial for collagen production than just taking a fucking collagen supplement. Collagen supplements are really low in leucine too, so on top of that, you really need vitamin C. Vitamin C is super important for collagen production, so making sure you eat lots of fruits and vegetables that are high in vitamin C, that's also really important. And I mean, like, we have drugs that upregulate collagen synthesis. Like, why are all these fucking dumb retards, like, thinking, oh, fucking collagen supplement? Like, you could take fucking boldenone, which massively upregulates collagen synthesis by over 300%. Anavar, primobolan, those also upregulate it. And depending on how you're taking the testosterone, if you're not taking it with, like if you're letting your estrogen levels increase, that also can upregulate collagen synthesis. But it's like it's just so fucking stupid to me that you have these fucktards online who are talking about like collagen supplements. You have drugs that upregulate collagen synthesis. Like, why the fuck are you wasting your money on a fucking collagen peptide supplement that costs either the same or is more expensive than a fucking drug that has been proven in humans to upregulate collagen synthesis? Like, it's so stupid. My clients that are women post loads of collagen supplement ads. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, and I mean, I can understand not wanting to take anabolic steroids for various reasons, but like, there's also growth hormone. I'm still fairly young. Like, it's not like I'm turning wrinkly like into an avocado or anything, but I think overall my skin looks a little better probably after taking growth hormone. Since Ask Yourself is moving in, you can save $1,000 in rent, right? You can use that money to buy a dumbbell rack. I don't think I'd bother. I really like the adjustable dumbbells because you can microload. Like, it would be a little convenient to just be able to pick up a set, but like, I'm probably still going to want to microload a lot anyway, so. Ugh. What's your cycle? Well, it's not technically a cycle, but I'm taking 50 milligrams testosterone and enthate, 30 milligrams boldenone, 5 IU's growth hormone per day. Oh. Oh. What does your current cycle cost you a month? The testosterone is about $60 a month. The boldenone is about $35 a month, and the growth hormone's $450 a month. So, as far as steroids, they're extremely cheap. It's the growth hormone that really has any real cost. Is Ask Yourself gonna hop on gear and get huge? He said he's not really ready for that yet. Does fiber help absorb protein? No. Yeah, they're all injectables. I'm not gonna tell you where I fucking buy it on YouTube. Is that chest acne? You can't even see my fucking chest, stupid. Autistic Manlet donated $2. Airtrade, I've been running 600 test, 400 mast, 50 Anadrol daily. I don't know why the fuck you're on Anadrol. I'm going to stop all gear to get past my strength plateau, though. I don't know how stopping gear is going to make you stronger. Low levels of androgens greatly increase strength, as seen with sarcopenic gifts winning the Olympics. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fucking retarded. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend running Anadrol. It's pretty bad for you. Yeah, like, I could maybe see running it for like a week, maybe to get through a strength plateau, or if you're planning on competing, but I would not recommend running Anadrol.
Why is Ask Yourself moving in? Aren't you worried about him hearing your bed rattling as you beat your meat at night and seeing your poop streaks in the toilet bowl? It sounds pretty gay, TBH.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to worry about that. Thanks for the donation, faggot. Yeah, I'm gonna compete in bodybuilding. Why does Jason look like shit when he's been using gear for 25 years? It's a combination of bad genetics and bad lifestyle choices. And I'm pretty sure he's off gear right now. I'm not sure if it's due to health reasons or because he can't afford it, because he's so broke. Oh. What's the main benefit of Boldenone? Oh. Well, it increases muscle mass. It increases collagen synthesis, so it strengthens the joints and tendons. It stimulates EPO, so increases red blood cell count. So it helps with endurance, oxygen delivery, and it acts as an aromatase inhibitor. So if you need to control estrogen, it's a pretty potent AI. Are Pacific Islander genetics best for muscle mass, seeing how Sean and The Rock are huge? I mean, they are big, strong people. You do see a lot of really huge power lifters and shit coming out of that area, so I don't know if they're the best, but they're definitely up there. The Rock wasn't exactly huge before he went on gear. He definitely responds very well to steroids. But Natty Rock wasn't really that impressive. Eh. You bought the same muscle shirt I'm wearing? I've been having a hard time finding tank tops. Every time I go to a sporting goods store, they either don't have any or they have like one shitty one that's usually not even in my size. Do you personally struggle with body dysmorphia? Not anymore. Any tips on dealing with it? As a person that plans on staying natty? The less you think about your problems, the less present they'll be. So, just divert your focus to more important things. Like, it's that simple. If you overly focus on something, you're going to just end up having this neurotic kind of loop in your brain. So if you can just stop thinking of the way you look by just pushing your attention somewhere else, it'll be better for you. Natty Cope destroyed or $92. The biotard seems to think lying about the positive effects of steroids while exaggerating lying about the negatives will dissuade his audience from trying them. He equates responsible use with blasting grams of tren year round. Also, PEDs don't work, yeah. Is anybody in his audience even believing him, or is he getting, like, ratioed in his comments? Like, to say steroids don't work is just the most retarded fucking thing imaginable. Like, everybody knows all professional athletes are using steroids. So if they didn't work, why are they taking them? Like, you're telling me Lance Armstrong would have been a better cyclist if he never did steroids? Would Ben Johnson and Carl Lewis being better sprinters if they didn't take steroids? Like, it's stupid. Thanks for the donation, though, dude. What other supplements do you take? Creatine, B12, vitamin D, zinc, selenium, and just a multivitamin. Oh, and magnesium. Well, what's funny too is medications, they have a medical insert when you buy them in the package. And with anabolic steroids, if you ever get prescribed Anavar or something for whatever reason, it literally says in the medical insert, do not use for like performance enhancing reasons for like muscle growth or whatever. So, like, even the pharmaceutical companies will tell you these drugs will make you a better athlete, but don't use them for that. Like, and then there's the Bioneer saying they don't work. Okay. I think the pharmaceutical companies who made these drugs would know better. The Bioneer has one of the most worthless shitfuck YouTube channels, too, by the way. Like, what does he even do on his YouTube channel other than make, like, cope videos about how people who are bigger and stronger than me still aren't as good as me at things? He's such a loser. Oh, it's always the short ass manlets who do that shit too. Oh, it's a good sickening, pissening pump. What mic you're using? It's a DJI Mic Mini. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I still do ring dips. I do it on push day 2, just not every session. Forgot my notification. No need to tell her. Sup, dude. Talked with my doc. They don't recommend I take test, which I already guessed they would say. Still need to get my test levels checked. I'll be vegan for 10 years this November. Thanks for you recommending Earthlings in one of your vids. Thanks. Yeah, well, I mean, especially if you don't get your testosterone checked, they're definitely not going to give you a prescription. But dude, like the amount of people I've seen where their testosterone was low and they still wouldn't prescribe testosterone because they're fucking idiots. So again, I've said this before, doctors are promoting the black market because they're just being stupid and gatekeeping the way they are. But congratulations on being vegan for 10 years. Thanks for the donation. Forgot my namification. UFC banned steroids, so not all athletes take them. Oh my god. It's mainly Olympic athletes that take them. Yeah, they're banned in the Olympics too, dipshit. My god. It's the most retarded thing you could possibly say. Don't know when I'm going to do a workout collab with Vince Gooderum. Will I play Baby Steps tonight? Maybe. No, Ask Yourself doesn't have a car or a motorcycle. I unfelled donators. What did you ban me for? Can you unban me? I don't recall banning you. You promise not to be stupid. Just link me your channel and then I'll unban you. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Everything is growing well except my arms. Any advice is appreciated.
You might want to try training arms on a separate day. You might want to try incorporating different exercises. So if you've never done, like tried to increase your weighted chin-up, maybe try doing weighted chin-ups. You can try changing up the rep range, see if you make better gains with a certain rep range. And you might just want to increase the actual amount of training you do. So your arms just might be a little stubborn and require a lot more volume than you'd expect. Thanks for the donation though, Yoshi. Oh my god. Okay. You can't post links in chat. CDG $20. Is the reason you don't use a fleshlight? Does it not feel good to you, or are you just cheap, lazy, or does it lower your testosterone? Do you want to try using one? Just don't want to use one. Yes, Ask Yourself is probably going to stream with me. Sometimes. I gained 20 pounds over the last couple months. So I started off at 200 and I'm 220 right now. I hit everything twice a week. And I'm on a push-pull leg split. Shit. Yep. Clarence Kennedy is coming on Thursday. We're gonna shoot some vlogs, do some live streams and shit. You know what? Fuck it. I have it programmed in to do 182.5. But let's just do 185. I'm feeling strong. Do you mostly do compound lifts? Well, most exercises are compound lifts. Oh yeah, and my belt squat finally shipped. It's supposed to be arriving Friday, so that'll be fucking sick. Gummy's doing good. Um, I I locked him upstairs because I know he's gonna be annoying. He for whatever reason is particularly hungry today, and I knew he was gonna be annoying, so I just locked him upstairs. Easy. That was easy. Forgot my namification $22. Are you and Isaac going to team up against Destiny? Well, Destiny won't debate, and he's just blocking everybody. I saw he dissed him when he debated that poison guy. Pretty gave him to make that video about Hassan shocking his dog while still avoiding the fact that he can't justify his own lifestyle or name the trait in general. Well, yeah. Destiny's vegan position has always been fucking stupid, and I think he just, in general, has a complete and utter inability to admit when he's wrong. So, yep. It is what it is. But yeah, he's not willing to really debate the topic, so it's not like we can team up against him. Thanks for the donation, dude. No, that wasn't an all-time PR. You said steroids made you horny as fuck. What was the most you jacked off since starting? After about 2 weeks on, there was about a 2-week period where I was just ridiculously stupid horny. I think like 6 times in a day, probably. Like, I'd have to stop workouts to jerk off. I'd be lifting weights, get way too fucking horny, and I couldn't focus or concentrate on anything, and then I'd jerk off and then go back to lifting. Oh, it was brutal. Is pee gay? Yes, that's why you should always pee alone. Has your blood pressure increased since taking steroids? Yes, but in a good way. My blood pressure was ridiculously low. I think the lowest it measured at was, it was like 84 or 85 over like 42 or 43. I was having problems with fainting constantly, and I almost hit my head a few times. So my blood pressure increased, but it's increased to a healthy level. It's been stable around 110/70. So my blood pressure increased, but it's not elevated. It's actually at a healthy level. I have naturally low blood pressure. I think my mom also has it too. And when I eat really clean and I'm at a low body fat percentage, it gets like really ridiculously low.
Richard, how do I get eye gains like Frank Tofano? Would HGH help? Also been watching for years. Keep up the great work.
The only hormone that actually affects the growth of your eyes is thyroid hormone. So no, growth hormone would not get you eyeball gains. Thanks for the donation though, Pat. Ugh.
You don't look like you're far off the Kazuya goals to me. Are you literally just going to push physical strength limits all the way? Or is aesthetics the stronger consideration? I don't even know how it works at this level.
Oh shit. Oh. Give me a second, I didn't hear that.
You don't look like you're far off the Kazuya goals to me. Are you literally just going to push physical strength limits all the way? Or is aesthetics the stronger consideration? I don't even know how it works at this level.
Well, thank you. I'll have to see. Right now, I'm just focusing on hypertrophy. I might end up getting interested in, like, arm wrestling or strongman at some point. But right now, my current focus is just physique. So I'm just doing hypertrophy focused training and trying to get the Kazuya physique. But thanks for the donation, a la Best of Scammers. Yeah. Well, that was pretty good. That was a 5-pound jump. And I hit that fairly easily, too.
Have you factored in weight gain to the skull in your progress? I'm impressed with your shoulders, but you're kind of lacking in the dinosaur temple area. What movement are you doing to get the Dr. Mike cranium? I wanna see that sweet dome.
Well, I think I'd probably have to do bone smashing. I don't think growth hormone alone would be enough for that. Eh. But thanks for the donation, Adam. Tren Prolapse donated $2. Thoughts on the moral superiority some natties have overstaying natural? Always found attributing morality to drug use weird. Think a video on your channel discussing the topic would be cool. Also, did roids improve your erection quality hardness? Yes. The feeling is kind of similar to taking Cialis, if you've ever had it before. So the increase in erection size and stiffness is comparable to like a moderate dose of Cialis. Thanks for the donation, though, Trend Prolapse. I don't know if I'll bother making a video specifically about the morality of taking steroids. If I ever do a video on natural hypertrophy, like I'd have to cover that topic, and I might. But like, I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious. If you want to do drugs, you can do drugs. I don't see what the issue is. Thanks for the donation, though, dude. All these fucking people moralizing about steroids, like it's funny. Most of them do way more harmful drugs like alcohol. And then they cope saying, "Oh, a drink every now and again isn't a big deal." I farted. All right, we're going to go to 62.5. Fuck. Where is the other collar? Oh, there it is. It's on the floor. Yeah, I've seen Destiny blocking vegans. He blocked Isaac. Seen all of it. No, I don't want a fucking girlfriend. Stop asking me about it. This is 63.5 pounds. Not 60.
You sure you don't want a girlfriend?
Yes, I'm sure. Thanks for the donation, CDG.
Just kidding, Richard. Anyway, do you and Isaac have similar sleep schedules, or are you gonna to be quiet at night?
I have no idea. No clue. Thanks for the donation, CDG. Yes, my bicep curl's stronger than my lateral raise. Oh. Oh. My hairline isn't receding. Had the same hairline since I was a kid, stupid. You're not gonna start losing your hair from being on steroids for 2 months, dumbass.
Andrea is in chat. Hi vegan gains mom.
Alright, well, thanks for the donation, CDG. Shit.
With time, I find I disagree more with positions NH takes. But, it's hard for me to truly dislike anyone I view as both intelligent and intellectually honest. I disagree with you on some issues, but I app your content. NH says similar regarding you.
Alright, well, thanks for the donation, Thomas. No, I don't live in Toronto. I moved out of Toronto a few years ago.
Hey VG, love you lots.
Hey, Nut Muffin. Thanks for the donation, dude. Am I natty? What is the fucking title of the stream? Stay stupid. Oh. It says roided up vegan, which isn't a diet. The fuck does that have to do with me being natural? Okay, retard alert. Oh my god. Like, honestly, did you ride a short bus to school? Like, when people are asking this sort of shit, like, are you actually a retard? Like, am I being insensitive, like making fun of somebody who's actually mentally disabled? Ugh.
I take 175 milligrams testenanthate per week. It massively helped my panic disorder, but is that dose enough to produce some hypertrophy? Pumps are already better. Started 2 weeks ago. Don't know my blood levels yet. I've pretty much reached my natty peak BTW.
Ugh. Um, you'll probably notice a performance enhancing benefit from that. In all likelihood, with that dose, you'll be like around 1500, if not a little more, especially if you're doing daily injections. Daily injections seem to increase your total test a little more. from what I've seen anyway. So yeah, it'll probably help with anabolism. Thanks for the donation, Stoic. And yeah, I don't know why they don't just prescribe men testosterone when they have depression and anxiety. It works better than these like dumb fucking other medications they prescribe, like SSRIs. And it'll make you more jacked. But yeah. Masculinity is evil. Who would ever want more muscle mass? So, can't prescribe testosterone even though it's a more effective and better tolerated drug with other benefits. Thanks for the donation, though, Stoic. Does injecting estrogen have any benefits? I mean, if you need to increase estrogen for whatever reason. So, like, estrogen's important for, like, wound healing, collagen synthesis, basically has antioxidant effects, protects your brain, your heart, arteries. If you're a man, I don't know why you'd consider injecting estrogen. Just take testosterone. Testosterone's a pro-hormone to estrogen, so you just convert it. It's easier to get testosterone prescribed if you're a 12-year-old girl and say you want to be a man. Yeah, I know. It's fucking insane. Dude, like, society is a fucking joke. That's why you shouldn't fuck around with doctors in the pharmaceutical industry. Like, they're their own drug cartel. Uh,
You seem to have low agreeableness. If you were born with high agreeableness like myself, how would you go about navigating people and interactions in a way that doesn't concede or submit? EA, how would you stand up for yourself if born more agreeable?
It's very easy. You tell everybody to go fuck themselves, and you do whatever the fuck you want. So, before you ever consider, doing anything that involves another human being, just ask yourself, can I tell them to go fuck themselves, and can I do whatever I want? The answer is always yes. So tell them to go fuck themselves and do whatever you want. It's that simple. Thanks for the donation, dude.
I have depression, but I think the responsible thing to do is to go to a doctor that I trust, not buying stuff of Wuggle which isn't regulated or authorized by the government.
Yeah, go to a doctor. They'll prescribe you a bunch of drugs that do nothing or ruin your health. And if you ask about testosterone, they won't prescribe it to you. So they'll just keep putting you on different medications that all have different horrible side effects, some of them fucking permanent. And you'll be well on your way to ruining your fucking life. So yeah, listen to a doctor. They'll prescribe you a bunch of stupid fucking meds with horrible side effects that don't fucking do shit for you. Go do that. Thanks for the donation, RV. What squat rack do you have? It's Northern Lights squat rack. It's like a Canadian brand. If you want something that's similar to this, that's reasonably priced, I'd check out Bells of Steel. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming later. Yes, my mom is on Just Anavar. She literally just fucking said that. I don't know why the fuck you're repeating it in chat. Started taking steroids 2.5 months ago. And yeah, I feel different, obviously. Are you taking anything to avoid stretch marks? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We already benched. I did 300 for a set of 9 on the first set. Here we go with the stupid questions. Aren't you afraid of long-term health problems? If you think steroids give you heart disease, then go castrate yourself. Become a transsexual. Because guess what? Your body creates its own anabolic steroids. CDG donate $2. Sorry, lol, I donated earlier and paused the stream and didn't hear you answer. ICBA to try to find it. Can you answer again? Why don't you use a fleshlight? Because I don't want one, dude. Don't you think it'll feel better now? Oh.
A fleshlight will feel like Jasmine's warm, soft, velvety fat pussy. You know, the pussy you married and let abuse you for a decade. A fleshlight is just like Jasmine's pussy. Durian rider nigger Jasmine Burgess. Durian rider nigger Jasmine. Durian rider Jasmine.
Oh. Mm. I don't think I'm gonna get a dog. Prefer cats. More trend, more men donate tillers seem to have gotten later on gear. Was it deliberate via caloric restriction? Did the gear upregulate your metabolism? Well, it was deliberate. I did deliberately eat in a deficit. My metabolism is way fucking higher though. Like I can literally eat as much as I want right now and I don't get any body fat gained. It's actually like I don't even know if I can eat enough food to gain body fat right now. Also, full day of eating. I'm transitioning to a vegan-like diet for the health and longevity aspects. Yeah, I'm gonna do some vlogs where I show what I eat. I'm gonna start up the vlogging and training series again. But it's just a lot of tofu, sweet potatoes, beans, and some fruits and veggies. Thanks for the donation. More trend, more men. Oh my god. Fucking music recommendations in my playlist are just fucking annoying. Oh.
Do you still follow Kenny Ko? Believe it or not, his shorts have become nothing but neo-Nazi propaganda as well as straight-up Holocaust denial. It's all in super-coded language and he often hides behind pro-Palestine sentiment. Could be a good vid for you.
I don't give two fucking shits about Kenny KO. He is just doing it to get attention, so I don't care. Thanks for the donation, dude. He can just have fun getting banned off social media eventually.
I feel you so much. I was put on every SSRI you can think of for anxiety disorder. This has been a 6-year battle. Finally started test and feel good AF. Infuriating to know the damage my brain has endured too. All docs I talk to about test were cunts.
Yeah, they're beta male fucking faggots. None of these pussies even fucking lift, and when you hear their fucking explanation for why they can't prescribe you testosterone, it increases your red blood cell count. Like, who fucking cares? So, you can't prescribe testosterone because it increases red blood cell count, but you can prescribe any number of fucking, serotonin reuptake inhibitors, antipsychotics, you fucking name it, that directly cause fucking brain damage, that cause sexual dysfunction, that can make your depression worse, that can cause massive fucking weight gain, turn you fucking obese, and make you diabetic. But you can't prescribe testosterone because your hematocrit might go up a little bit. Like, fuck doctors. Like, I honestly wish I could cage fight these fucking losers. Like, they're just all pussy ass beta male fucking cuck simps. Thanks for the donation, though, Stoic.
I'm as hungry as a worm. Thank for your condolences. I'm hungry as a worm. I'm as hungry as a worm. Thank you for your condolences. This is Happy Pie Boy signing off. Peace out, Richard.
Alright, that's nice. Thanks for the donation, dude. I'd only donate blood or get a phlebotomy if needed. So, if I have like a really elevated hematocrit, like above, 54 or 55, or if my platelet count is out of range, then sure. But otherwise, why would I bother doing that? I was prescribed bullshit medications that only set me back, and now that I'm on testosterone, I'm only moving forward. Fuck doctors. Yeah, they're just fucking idiots. Like, outrageously fucking stupid. Like, again, testosterone has been studied for about 100 years. The first medical use for testosterone was treatment of depression in men. It is well established that testosterone has a extremely potent antidepressant and anti-anxiety effect, and it just in general improves mood. And it is extremely well tolerated. It is one of the most well tolerated medications ever fucking made. Very few people ever complain about side effects at like replacement doses. So why the fuck isn't testosterone prescribed for fucking depression for men? Like it's just so stupid. No, let's put you on a fucking antipsychotic or SSRI that will give you sexual dysfunction. You'll love having a dick that doesn't work, right? That'll just like brighten your fucking day. Cam Donate Chillers thought the study you talked about a few days ago about the judges giving harsher sentences when hungry was interesting. Do you think similar thing happens with female judges during the time of the month? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Women are just cunts in general, so I don't even know if that really makes a big difference. When I had my court trial, I had a female judge. She was actually pretty cool. She liked me, actually. I also had I had two criminal charges or trials. Was it two? Wait, let me think. Yeah, no. Yeah, I had two criminal trials. The one, there was a male prosecutor that actually went through the trouble of watching my YouTube channel, and he actually liked my YouTube channel. And then he agreed to drop all the charges against me if I just agreed to do a mental health exam. And I passed the mental health exam, and the charges were dropped. That was pretty funny. But I had a female judge the other trial. She actually seemed to like me, and she was very skeptical of the fucking police, and they couldn't give her any straight answers. But basically, um, I just took a plea deal where um, they gave me probation for a year, and as long as I didn't get any other criminal charges, they'd drop my criminal record. So I don't have a criminal record anymore, which is nice.
Haven't really kept up on the vegan games lore. Where are you currently located and when is Ask Yourself moving in with you?
I'm in Ottawa, and he's moving in at the end of the month. Thanks for the donation, caseworker number 14. Oh. Why is he moving in? Various reasons. I'm on 50 milligrams test and enanthate, 30 milligrams boldenone, and 5 IU's growth hormone per day. Yeah, it's getting cold here, especially at night. It's getting like below zero. This afternoon was warm. I think it was like around 18. But yeah, at night it's getting pretty fucking cold. Just bullshit. Oh.
Psychiatrists who prescribed antidepressant will not make money if testo is used by most people. That is my hypothesis. Also, doctors just say what they are told.
I don't think they make any money prescribing any of these medications. Most of them are just generic anyway, so... And doctors don't make money from prescribing meds. I think they just learn a bunch of stupid bullshit in medical school, and they're also all beta male cuck faggots who think masculinity is like a bad thing, and they'd rather you just drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, eat like a fat shit, than actually take testosterone and get big and strong. Thanks for the donation, though, dude. But yeah, it's fucking retarded. I think a lot more people are wising up to it and just taking testosterone instead of these stupid, you know, fucking SSRIs and shit. And again, these dumbass doctors, they're creating a better underground market. So because they're gatekeeping these fucking drugs for absolutely no reason, they're creating a demand for testosterone in the underground market and whatever other anabolics. And there's a better market for steroids than there ever has been. And they're cheaper and easier to get than they've ever been. So thanks, doctors. You're fucking stupid. If they would just prescribe these drugs as they should, you know, people would be getting them through, you know, the normal pharmaceutical route, but no, they want to be fucking dipshits. So debate Dr. Avi on this, he agrees with me. He's on steroids. Can't you just naturally optimize your test? No, stupid. You can't get your testosterone into the 1500 plus range naturally. Last test that I got, my testosterone was 2,220. You're not getting to that range naturally. And it's probably closer to 3,000 now. I'm not saying 1500 just a healthy range. Why is 1500 not a healthy range? Again, if the reason for going on testosterone is treatment of depression or mood disorder, the higher the better. This is being studied. If you watch my video on Greg Doucette, the last video I uploaded, just go into the description. I referenced a big meta-analysis on this. The higher the testosterone dose, the better the mood improvement. They've tested doses of testosterone up to 600 milligrams per week. That would probably put you in a testosterone range of around 4,000 to 5,000. So, like, what do you mean optimizing your testosterone? Like, that's just a fucking stupid thing to say. If you have mood improvements and there doesn't seem to be an upper limit, at least in the research, why in the fuck would you bother wasting your time with this optimizing testosterone bullshit? Like, oh, your testosterone might go from like 400 to 600. Whoopie fucking diddly do. You could get it to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 if you just inject testosterone. And again, the research on this is very clear. The more testosterone you take, the better you feel. So why would you waste your fucking time? It's stupid. Yeah, I'm likely gonna game later. Ugh. Nice try, stupid. Vegangains is a dumb, moronic, low IQ retard. Listening to him will reduce your life expectancy. Cool. And you're a fucking dumbass, retard, pencil neck douchebag who has nothing better to do than watch my stream. So keep failing at life, retard. Fuck. Ugh. Yeah, we has it been 3 hours? Yeah, it's been about 3 hours. This is the last exercise, just calves. I do calves every other day now, and they've been growing, so. How long are you going to be on test for the rest of my life? Why would I stop? No, I'm not worried about side effects because I'm not a neurotic fucking dipshit. I haven't had any side effects so far, and if I have them, then I can just do things to mitigate that. Could reduce the dose, could take ancillary meds. I take electrolytes both before and during my workout. I have a 2-liter water jug. I have 2 liters in the morning with electrolytes. Then during the workout, I usually go through the full 2-liter jug with electrolytes. And then at night, I have another 2 liters, and it has electrolytes in it still. And I have like protein shakes and smoothies that have extra water, so I drink about 7 to 8 liters of water total a day. Steroids can increase your appetite. I personally haven't noticed an appetite increase from taking them. No, I've never been offered sponsorships from any fitness brands. Ah. Would tests be safe for an advanced age like 80 plus? Entirely depends. I am going to stream later. Just shut up. After we're done the workout, I'm going to eat and then I'm going to stream. What to use for electrolytes? I can't remember the brand. It's just a squirt thing that you add in. And it seems to work pretty well. I was using the Gatorade electrolyte packs. Ooh. You got a lot of farts backed up? I hate it when that happens. All right. All right, that's it for the workout. Do you think Destiny's safe in the UK? I know he's probably going to get stabbed by a Syrian or Pakistani immigrant.
Gatorade isn't vegan lol, so you're a fake vegan like Billie Eilish. How the sugar in Gatorade is processed with bone char, so good job retarded dumbass fake vegan lamau. You can literally look it up right now, they said that too. Yes, bone char is still used cope.
It's rarely ever used, and I never said I was drinking Gatorade. I said I was drinking Gatorade electrolyte powder, and they don't add sugar to it, stupid. Thanks for the donation, CDG. All right, well, that's it for the workout. Hope you all had fun. I'll be on later tonight. Probably by like 9. And big thanks to everybody who donated in Streamlabs, even you annoying people. And I'll see you all later. And as always, keep making those vegan gains and steroid gains.